All right, there we go. Hey, you are live. Man, well, let me adjust that. There we go. Okay, let's see. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. A lot of stuff happening, guys. A lot of stuff happening. Okay. Okay. Where are we at here? Hey, all right. Frank Savino in the house. Good morning. All right. Sorry about that. Doing 5 different things at once here as usual. Um, okay. I posted this trade last night for everybody on TradingView. Let me show you. Does it show up? Yay, it shows up. Okay. So here last night, the micro Dow was pulling into our zone here, right? Was pulling into our zone. Here's the entry. I even documented everything here. So here's the entry, here's the stop. Look at what we've got here, guys, right? So we've got this uptrend on the 4-hour chart. Cycle indicator cycling up. Momentum filter going up, right? So up, up, and up. Check those 3 boxes. That's what we want. Look what we have on the middle time frame. I circled everything for you guys to see. Candles are just starting to turn green, and we got the crossover on the 1-hour chart. CCI indicator above positive 100. All right, so we've got momentum and trend across multiple time frames going to the upside. What's the next step? Go look for your demand zone, right? Well, the demand zone is here on that 15-minute chart. And what I did was I tried to take the entry that was right at the 50 simple on that 1-hour chart for support. And look what happened. Let's push fast forward. It pulled back to the 50 simple on the 15-minute chart just shy, right? Just shy of our entry point, and then broke to new highs. And that's where we're at right now. So we were right. I was right? TrendCloud did its job. But let's get over to it. It didn't come back and hit our entry, right? It missed our entry. It did miss our entry. Does that mean that we're not going to get anything? No. Look at all the TrendCloud signals. Look at all the TrendCloud signals. But that took place 4:30 in the morning. I was up kind of late editing videos for you guys and doing a newsletter cast for everybody. So I was up kind of late, and I saw the trade happening, started getting TrendCloud signals. And so I placed the entry, and I was like, man, this is going to be great. I'm going to wake up in the morning, and we're going to have, we're going to be in the trade. We're going to be in the green. Well, we're in the green. We're just not in the trade. And, you'll never know. You'll never know what's going to happen, right? The risk was, I think I maxed out like $180 or something like that. The risk was perfect. Everything was perfect. Now, could we still get a pullback into here? Yeah, maybe at 9:30 it pulls back. I think if it pulls back now, if we pull back deep, see this zone anymore. I don't like this zone anymore. Okay. I don't like this zone anymore. That's this thing right here, because look how far below. We're asking this thing to pull all the way back down below the 50 simple on the 1 hour chart. We want to capture, okay, the strongest move if a move is going to take place. And look, look what it did. Look what it did. It pulled back, hit that 1 hour trend cloud, and rallied off of it. What does that look like on your low time frame? Well, there it is. Here's all your trend cloud signals, right? Trend cloud is doing the work for you guys. Crude oil is now making a move. We just got a signal for that. Okay, so guys, look, trend cloud, it's doing the work for you. It's doing all the visual work for you. I really don't like these trading systems. I really don't like these trading systems that they don't even teach you. There's a few of them out there, right? You guys probably heard of, Minotaur trading or NERP, or Blue Edge Financial. There's all these 100% hands-off, things, which I guess is fine. But if you don't know what's happening, a lot of these guys, they're trying to hook you and get you to buy their $25,000 piece of software. And again, which is fine, it's fine. It's fine. But do you know what's going on? Do you know what's going on? And this stuff is tough. It's difficult to understand. People tell me all the time, oh, it's so difficult looking at, 3 different time frames at once. Yeah, it is. All right, we've got the opening range taking place on crude oil right now. All right, I'm done with my automated system rant. So here's the situation on crude oil, right? Definitely pulled back. Here's the opening range. We're getting trend cloud signals, right? Can we take this? Should we take this trade? Well, what the heck do we have here? We've got this pseudo uptrend, right, on the 4 hour chart, cycling up. Momentum is up. We like that. Candles are yellow though, and it looks like we ran into resistance right here on that 4-hour chart. Ran into resistance right there. On the 1-hour chart, we're cycling down and momentum is down. So we've actually crossed over to the downside. Now we've corrected into the trend cloud. And what comes next, right? Here's your impulse down, correction into trend cloud. What comes next? Impulse down, right? That's what comes next if you're reading TrendCloud. So let's get rid of that. So yeah, so there you go. What's going to happen here? Well, we're going to have to let this play out. We're going to have to let this play out because we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. But the whole point of this is to read the context of the chart from top down. Okay, guys? And is it confusing to look at all three charts and decipher what's going on? Yes. So here's how you make it easier. Look at one chart at a time. Start with the high time frame, okay? You can even do it like this. And just ask yourself what's going on. Well, we've got an uptrend, but we have transition candles. What do transition candles represent? They represent candles moving from green to red and from red to green, right? So green candles, transition candles. What comes next? Red candles, right? As long as it stays below the 50. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Would you be able to decipher that like this? If you were looking at just this, you would say, oh, well, this is just, this is kind of sideways, right? This is a sideways movement. Here's the uptrend, right? Here's the break of structure right here. And then it breaks structure again to the upside. And now we're just going back and forth between what? Between these two swings. Here's the low. Here's the high. I guess you can call that a low and a high. I mean, that's the last swing. Then it breaks to the downside, right? Breaks to the downside. We can bring this here. Breaks to the downside again, but then breaks up. So this breaks like that, and there's your swing. So just by following price action like that, just by following price action, we can tell here's the swing low, here's the swing high, and this is the middle. There's the middle. Okay? So we're sideways. But if you put TrendCloud on there, you can see much deeper into price action. You can see much deeper into price action if you put TrendCloud on your chart. It's going to give you information. Receiving information from a trading system is the most important way to be consistently profitable. Because when you're receiving information from a trading system, you're able to make discretionary decisions better. Okay. That all goes out the window with a fully automated system that you don't even know what's going on. If you don't know the rules, you don't know how to trade, and you think you're just going to put this automated system on there, I wouldn't want you guys to do that. I really would not want you guys to do that. But what does that do? If you employ an automated system without knowing how it works or even how to trade, you know what that does? It protects you from fear. That's what your brain wants. Your brain is programmed to protect you from fear. So, oh, just use this automated system. You won't have to know anything. Okay. I can see how that would be appealing. And hey, go for it. Go try it. If it works, keep using it. I want to know what's going on because that's how I'm wired. All right. Crude oil breaking out of the opening range, heading for, what do we have here on that 1 hour chart? Broke through this consolidation here. And what do we have right here? Okay. There's your supply zone right there. Now, that fits the narrative, doesn't it? Look at what we've got here on this on this zone with this supply zone. Look what we have with the narrative here. We've got resistance. Okay, we've got resistance. This is a good area of resistance on the 4 hour chart. Would have been great if we had an ADR checkpoint here, but we don't. It's all the way up there. So all we have is a supply zone. How much is this going to run us? What's this going to cost? This is the full contract of crude oil. Nice. Okay. One hour, pulling into the 1 hour supply zone, which is also resistance, okay, on the 4 hour chart. We are cycling up. So what you're seeing here is you're seeing a correction. Can this corrective move break through all of this and go higher? Yes, it can, but there's a little bit of an edge here to not go higher. There's a little bit of an edge here to not go higher. And this is it. Let's see if we could get above that candle there. We can't. We cannot. Okay. With these drop-based drops, we've seen, if you want to be above that drop-based drop, we're going to have to do, we can't. We just can't make it. We can take a couple of shots at this, okay? We can take a couple of shots at this. We're going to take the full 200 risk on this here. Why are we going to do that? We may have to take a couple of shots at this, but look, we are way above. We're above that. We're above that previous. I think that's the previous week's open. Okay, we're above it. Could it pull all the way back to this ADR? Yeah, it could. It could do a lot of things. Okay. Let's take a couple of shots at this, guys. Let's take a couple of shots at this bull trap here, because we are at a drop-based drop supply zone. We are below trend cloud on the 4 hour chart. We are cycling up, which makes sense because we have to reach that area. Okay, but momentum is to the downside on the 1 hour chart. So it's very possible that this could work. And we do have evidence of this being strong. It did break through structure right here. Okay. So we do have a shot at this. Now, if it doesn't work, hey, no problem. It's our $200 risk where we got the proper amount of risk. The other thing is that we are in between this range, but hey, we've got we've got a little bit of an edge here. Okay, we do have a little bit of an edge for this supply zone. And that edge is number one, we are below the 4-hour trend cloud. Candles are yellow. This is a resistance point. We have a level of imbalance here, okay, that broke through structure. Momentum is below negative 100 on the 1-hour chart. So we do have some evidence here that this is an area of interest to go short. All right. So we'll see. We'll see. Makes a little bit of a move up into this area. Previous support becomes resistance. Let's see if we can get a move out of it. All right. The only thing you can do is set the trade. What was this? Up hour triggered on crude oil, right? Okay. Now we are starting to get, okay. We are starting to get the a green signal here on the 1-hour chart. It's flashing from green to red. Yikes. We don't like that, do we? We don't like that. Okay, so you see how it's flashing green to red? We really need that to stay. We need to stay that. We need to stay that. We need that to stay red. And there you go. Cancel that. So TrendCloud is telling us, by the time it gets up in here, we may start having problems. And look, we're going to be breaking through this structure to get to this supply zone. And TrendCloud is trying to tell us that. All right. So we're avoiding a situation that does not have optimal conditions. And that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. So what I would do is let's wait for a reaction off of this. And when we get a reaction that looks something like this, right? Pulls into that zone and then does this, right? Makes a high, makes a lower high, and break structure. Now we can get into the trade. Now we can get into the trade. Nice. Okay, we are getting a TrendCloud signal here. We're getting a TrendCloud signal on the 1-hour chart. Starting to hook down. Okay, so in this scenario, the conservative entry would be the retest of the opening range. Okay, or if you want to be aggressive, take the break. Take the break of the opening range, right? Take the breakout of the opening range if you want to be aggressive. We'll have to wait and see. All right, so we're going to wait and see on that. Good morning, everybody. Good to see everybody. We are trying to figure out this trade on crude oil here. If you're just showing up, almost at the open, we just missed. If you guys take a look at the micro Dow late night trade setup on TradingView, go over to the light bulb. This one here, it'll say ideas stream, and check out, or go to my profile. Go to my profile here and go to, let's see, just go to my profile, and you'll see the trade that I posted late last night, right here. It worked out, but it didn't trigger, right? It didn't pull back to my exact zone, but it did exactly what I said it was going to do, right? Or TrendCloud, right? TrendCloud did. So crude oil, the big mystery. Yeah, so we don't, when you see your trend cloud flashing from red to green, like we want the middle chart. We want this to stay in a downtrend, right? In order to take the trade short. We want this to stay in a downtrend. We've got red candles. The trend cloud is red. We're starting to hook down on the cycle indicator. We are below negative 100 on CCI. We check all the boxes. But this right here, okay, started flashing green, and we don't like that. Okay, that's a little trend cloud red flag, right? And it's trying to tell us, hey, this momentum here might break to the upside, okay? It might want to go up in here. It might want to go up in here. Let's go out to the 15-minute chart, see if we can spot anything. Let's see. 15-minute chart. Look how the 15-minute chart became extended on that fifth wave. See the blue candles? Look at your trend cloud. Make sure if you see those blue candles, you wait for the recalculation. Okay. All right. So 15-minute chart. Look what we've got here. Previous day's low, which it seems to be finding resistance there, right? It's tapping that previous day's low, and right above it, drop base rally that broke through the 50. Okay, broke through some structure, didn't make a huge move down. So it's possible. It is possible, but we're in an uptrend. We're in an uptrend on that 15-minute chart. If it pulls back into here, we are still below. All right. And right here, why don't we do this? Drag that over. What's that showing us? Okay, that is showing a drop base drop right here on the 1 hour. We can box that out. We've seen crude oil do some weird stuff. I don't like the fact that that's turning green. So why don't we drop down to the micro to mitigate this risk? We could drop down to the micro to mitigate this risk here if it's too expensive, right? Because we would want to scale out of this trade. But do you guys see what I'm doing here? Right here is the 1 hour 50 simple, which is resistance. We are in a downtrend, cycling down, momentum down. That's everything that we look for on that middle chart. On the 4-hour chart, right here is the 50 simple on the 4-hour chart, but everything is still green. But we're below it, right? So we have some more resistance levels there. Okay, so here it comes, pulling into that area. shooting up into that area. Let's see. Let's see if we can survive this. Okay. Expensive. Expensive. Very expensive stuff. We're not going to go over $200 risk. We're not going to go over the $200 risk. Okay. If we can survive this, we've got quite a nice little trade here. All right. TrendCloud is green. We don't like that, right? We're hoping that this base drop has enough power to it, has enough selling power to it to make the move. It is the 4-hour 50 simple as well. Okay. I wish we were a little bit more above here. It's bouncing off of, what is that? All right. So it did go a little bit past this rally base drop into the higher time frame supply zone. Okay, at least for now. What did it bounce off of here? I can't see it. It pretty much bounced off of that 4-hour 50 simple. Okay. So if we get a reaction off of this, and we do get this candle to break through some structure to the downside, then this should turn red again, you know? So we don't know, you know, we just don't know. We just got to let it play out. We just have to let it play out. What do we got? Another 10 minutes. Let's drop down to the 5. What does it look like on the 5? Yes, up arrows alerted. Five-minute chart, what we want to see, right, is we want to see an inside candle form here and then, you know, start to break structure. What are we looking for? We're looking for this. Here's the breakout into our zone. What do we want to see? We want to see this break to the downside on the opening range, something like that. Retest, continue the move down. That would be huge. Okay, but we don't know. All right. You can only take the amount of risk that's necessary. So this is really good to talk through, because these are all the things that are going to go through your head in the live market. Okay. Crude oil lower. Okay. So we got some news out. Crude oil futures go lower. That news event could play in our favor. That news event could play in our favor. Okay. It could act as a catalyst to our trade. And then we have to start picking targets here. There's obviously, okay, there's 2-to-1 right there. We only have one contract. We only have one contract. So there's your 2 to 1. Now on the higher time frame, or on the 1 hour chart, if this goes in our favor, then look where we're heading. We're heading for structure right here. Okay, there's structure right there. And that would make sense, right? Now we've turned green. Candle has turned back to green on the 4 hour chart. We don't like that. Okay, we don't like that. So we don't know what's going to happen here. We don't know what's going to happen here. You just have to let it play out. Okay, you just have to let it play out. So we'll do that. We'll let it play out. See what happens there. I'm going to set an alert here. Set an alert. Whoops. Oh no. Oh God, I hate when that happens. Oh wow. Okay, cool. Crossing down. This is crude oil. Crude oil open range hit. See, discretionary, guys. We're in a discretionary decision-making process, and the mechanical automated systems won't always do that, right? So there's good and bad to it. There's both good and bad to it. Getting a nice rejection. I wish that candle was yellow, right? But we could get a nice move because of, so we're at 1 to 1. Why don't we get risk? Well, should we get risk-free on this trade with all the shenanigans going on? Sure, why not? Okay. So in this situation, it's the full contract. We're up 12% on our account. We're taking a shot. All right, we're taking a shot. It has touched, it went inside of our supply zone. Okay, look, there it is. Very nice. Do we get the move? Do we get a nice move down? We're getting a nice rejection candle here. Let's follow this down, candle by candle, manage this trade. And we're just going to take it down as far as it's going to go. All right. Once we hit 2 to 1, we'll really pull the reins in on this. Okay. Trying to get below that 5-minute trend cloud and get the crossover, but we don't want it to retrace back up to this zone. Really nice rejection candle. Look at that. Look at that nice rejection candle on the 1 hour chart is looking. Can we get the full reversal here? That's the question. We don't know. We don't know if we'll get the full up. We're almost at $400. Almost at $400. We're retesting the opening range, okay? Retesting the opening range for another move up, but we're you know, we're not gonna do that, right? Follow this down. Hopefully this candle closes in the next. We got 2 minutes left. Hopefully this candle doesn't reverse. All right, we want to see a nice break of structure. Almost at that 2 to 1. Almost at that 2 to 1. We only have one contract here. Making a really nice move down. Really nice move down here. Nice, that would be a really nice looking reversal candle there. Okay, we do have a nice, bearish candle on that 1 hour chart. Another minute left. Let's lock in. Let's lock in at least $200, right? Let's lock in at least $200 in case we get some ridiculous reversal, okay? But this is looking really good. This is a risk-free trade, okay? So we are in a risk-free trade right now. And why are we being so tight with the stop? Well, we've got TrendCloud is telling us right here. TrendCloud is telling us that we've got, we've got a little bit of flashing green here. So we're pulling back into the opening range, which means a retest back to the upside. We don't know what's going to happen, right? We don't know what's going to happen. Let's lock in the money while we have it. That's a risk-free trade. We're hands off now. It's a risk-free trade, right? It's a risk-free trade. Hopefully that news puts us where we want it. There you go. Beautiful. Very nice. Let's get another push down. Cycling down. Okay, so we did close a little bit, all right, little bounce off of there. Let's see if we can survive this. Let's see if we can survive this. We want that move. We want that move down. Lock in the profits. How much profit do you want to lock in for the day? That's what you got to ask yourself. Remember, guys, base hits. You've got one contract on here. There's only one contract on here. Okay? Nice. Let's see if we can break through structure on this candle. That would be great. Then we would be in a great position to leave this there. Because we want to track this all the way down, to our target. All right. Nice. Come on, let's get a nice move down. That's all. This is the catalyst that we were waiting for, right? This is the catalyst from the news event, right? Where's that news? There you go. Here's the news. Crude oil futures are lower. That's all people are reading. That's what people say right there. They're lower. Oh, crude oil is down. It's lower. That's what the news says. News wires. And then everybody goes crazy. We know what's going on, though. And so do big institutions, let me tell you. Okay. Base hits, guys. You're looking for bait. Remember the movie Moneyball? Remember that movie Moneyball? They pick all the players that get on base more. You get on base more, you win more games, right? And I watched that movie like a few weeks ago, and it really makes you think about statistics and approaching your trading the same way, which it really is. It really is all about those base hits. How do we rack up more base hits? Well, that's exactly what TrendCloud was built for. It was built to show you all the players who hit those base hits. That's what TrendCloud was built for. So, so that's what we're doing. We're searching for those base hits, and we're taking base hits. Up over $300, 300 smackers. We locked in 220 smackers. Can we lock in some more? I don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. All I know is that I can take a proper risk, right? Nothing over $200. That's what we're risking every trade. Nothing over $200. Take the trade. Make sure you have an edge, and the TrendCloud is going to show you that edge. TrendCloud is oh wow. Had my microphone all the way up there. How do I sound, guys? Do I sound okay? I had my microphone base all the way up by accident. It's probably like people are like jumping out of the room here. Like, this guy is really freaking loud. So there you go. All right. Okay. Inside bar. Do you see that nice? Okay. Look at this, guys. We've got a yellow candle here forming. That's a transition candle. Okay. We are on the 5-minute chart, but we're really examining this from a very close perspective. Nice. We're almost at that 2-to-1, 350, 360, 380. Wow. We're going to hit that 2-to-1, guys. Do we want to take that 2-to-1? I would definitely lock in some more profits. Lock in the profits following the candles down. Wow, there it is. 2-to-1. 2-to-1. We hit that 2-to-1, guys. We hit that 2-to-1. 400 smackaroos. 400 smackaroos. 2-to-1. What did I tell you? When you've got this stuff in play, when you've got all of this in play, let's see if we can survive it. Only have one contract. 2-to-1, 70% of the time, it's going to hit 2-to-1. With the news, we're seeing if we can manage this thing all the way back down, to that 720 mark. We don't want to push our luck, and we definitely want to lock in a solid base hit And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Let's lock it in. Remember, there's only one contract, right? There's only one contract here. It's always, you know, if you're going for if you're going for a target, the first time it hits that target area, that is the most. I've got to watch my posture. Oh God! Oh, sit up straight, Christopher. Oh, all right. Looks like we're making a bounce. We're making a bounce back to the upside there. Do we get one more push down? I really don't want to give up any profit here. I'm really being very, I'm being very conservative, right? I really want to lock in as much profit as possible. So, and we're risk free. Okay, so now we've got more than a one. We've got more than we definitely locked in a little bit more than 1-to-1. We got our 3-to-1. So we hit. Oh, I'm sorry. We hit 2-to-1, right? So this is like a 1.5. Bouncing out of this consolidation here. Might get a little bit of a move back up and then the big move down, but we don't want to take that. We don't want to take that risk. All right. So we might have left $100 on the table, but look, we're seeing if we can squeeze a little bit more out of this. That's the risk. If you want to squeeze a little bit more out of the trade, you're gonna take a little bit of a risk, okay? And it's $100. So we might have left $100 on the table, but hey, 420. Woo, 420. All right, come on, 420, baby. Come on, 420. Hit that sucker. 420, baby. Come on. We're going to call this the 420 trade. Come on, 420. That should attract some attention. Okay, we got an inside bar here on the inside bar. Do we get the big move down? Do we get the big move down to 790? I don't know. This is the risk that we're taking, right? We're in a risk-free trade, but the only thing we can do is follow the candles down, candle by candle. That's all we can do. Maybe we get another push down, and then we take a little bit more profit, right? Let's see if we can follow this down all the way to $790. I don't know what's going to happen. You have to accept what the market is going to give you. You have to accept what the market's going to give you. Nice transition candle. Come on, turn red. We want to see that sucker turn red. TrendCloud is giving us all the information that we need to stay in this trade. There we go. Okay, so we pulled back. We pulled back and we made $300 instead of $400. That was the risk we took. All right. Getting a nice bounce out of there. Is it going to go in our favor? I don't know. Don't know what's going to happen. But we were right. We said to ourselves, okay, we've got enough of an edge here in this supply zone to take this trade. We don't know how far it's going to go, which is why you have to take targets. We don't know if it's going to work. So you have to place the proper amount of risk, which is $200. All right. And we wanted to see, and because of the news, we were trying to carry that news all the way back down to here. It might still happen. It might still happen. What's the next move if we want to get in on this? Why don't we wait for a TrendCloud reversal signal on the 5-minute chart? That would be in alignment with the middle time frame information. So the context of the 1-hour chart is what we are using as our entry information into this trade. I'll say it again. The context of the 1-hour chart is what we're using as information to enter the trade on this 5-minute chart. That is what we did here. Okay? We took a risk-free trade. We got into the trade. The original risk was $200. Scrape on the knee if it doesn't work. The trade started working, and we got risk-free right away. Okay, it hit that 2-to-1, or it hit 2-to-1, and we started following the trade down. But that's all it gave us. Look at this. Were we going to give back all this profit? No, hell no. We're going to capture that profit. So what's it going to do? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do. It's going to go back up here, maybe retest this area. Here you go. TrendCloud is telling us where that 50 simple there. Let's make it big. That 50 simple right here is turning green again. Got to be careful of that. That is a warning signal. That is a TrendCloud warning signal. TrendCloud warning signal right there. Turning green. That means we might get a deeper pullback into this area. All right. So how's everybody coming along? Yes, we know. We know. How's everybody coming along with understanding how price action moves inside of TrendCloud? Is everybody understanding that part? Let me know. Do you need another example of it? Just type it into the chat if you need another example of that. All you have to do is take a look, right? Let's get rid of these lines. Let's be real basic. Okay. How does price move? Impulse up, pulls back into TrendCloud. Impulse up, pulls back into TrendCloud. Do you see how shallow the pullbacks were? How it didn't quite pull into the TrendCloud, right? Didn't quite pull into that. That's a very strong upward movement. Okay. And unfortunately, in a situation like that, you can't really get a fix as to the general area where the pullback is going to take place to, but that's okay. You can still get in on the trade on the lower time frames. So what would you do? You'd drop down to the 1 hour. Look what happened on the 1 hour chart. Impulse up, pulls into TrendCloud, and gives you TrendCloud signals. Boom, boom, right there. Whoops. Okay. Next one. Pulls into TrendCloud, gives you a TrendCloud signal, impulse up. Now the trend is extended and we've got to be careful. But look what's happening. Pulls into TrendCloud, impulse up. Ninth wave pulls into TrendCloud and goes sideways and then breaks down, recalculates. What does it give you? Trend line, classical charting pattern right there. Trend line resistance, breaks through trend line resistance. TrendCloud signals to the upside, pulls up and breaks back down, right? Here we go. Here we are getting a TrendCloud signal to the downside now on that 1 hour chart. Okay. We're still green up here, right? We're still in the green there. How do I make no color? There we go. Still in the green. We don't like that. We want that sucker to be red. Another transition candle. Hovering around this area here, trying to break through structure. Look at all this resistance, false breakout into our supply zone where we got into the trade. Okay. We don't know what's going to happen. We captured that movement. We are still cycling down. And what's going to happen here? Oh, well, it pulled back a little bit. Now it's wanting to go in our favor. That's fine. Let's see if we can get in on a TrendCloud, on a 5-minute TrendCloud signal. Pulled back, hit that area, did everything we said it was going to do. We captured that. Money, right? $300. Look at this. $187 loss, $700 win. $66 loss, $300 win. Okay? Up over $2,000 for March. Small loss, big win. Tiny loss, big win. That's what I want you guys to get. That's where I want you guys to be at. Okay? So we're doing it together here in the simulator. Then you're going to do it on your own in the simulator. And when you're ready to transition into the live account, there's a whole other bunch of psychological effects that are going to take place that I will coach you on. Okay? It's a whole other ball game psychologically transitioning into the live account. There's a whole different coaching method that you're going to need when you're ready for that. Okay? Because the $200 risk in the simulator that you got used, that you conditioned yourself to take, might go right out the window in the live account. You might not be at $200, no matter, maybe you have a $100,000 trading account. Okay. In which case, right? Your 1% would be $1,000, right? So, but even though $1,000 is, 1% of your account, you might be so uncomfortable in a live account trading or losing $200 up here that you won't take the trade. I've seen it happen, and I've read about it in, it's happened to me, right? That's happened to me. And Mark Douglas talks about this all the time in Trading in the Zone, right? He talks about it all the time. This book right here, Trading in the Zone. Great book. Pick that book up. So, so there's a whole other And here we go. Okay, so did we know that this was going to happen? No, we didn't. We didn't know this was going to happen. News came out. It said oil was going down. I don't understand. We captured that news event. Retest. What would be good for us? It would be good if price comes back into here and does not break through this structure. We want it to form a lower high. Okay, so here's your high. We want to form a lower high and then break through structure, right? So that it's going to do this. Remember, this is always what we draw. We draw this little thing out. Lower high, boom, breakthrough structure, right? That's the pattern we always draw, right? That's the pattern we always draw constantly. Should we take this again? I guess we could take this again, but very strong swing. Let's erase all this. Right? If it breaks through here, that is going to tell us that we're breaking structure to the upside and that we should continue the move up, right? Hey, base hit, guys. We got on base. We got on base. Small loss, big win. Tiny loss, big win. We're getting on base, okay? We're getting on base here. Base hits win games. Base hits win games. Making that move back to the upside. Okay. We made our money already. We made our money already. Let's put this. Okay. And we're going to take the full. Returning to that, returning to the supply zone. I'll write it out too. Why not? Supply zone. Oh. Maybe if we write it out, it will react the way we want it to react. All right. So we're just kind of sticking with crude oil today because, this is a really, really good learning experience. And there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about on this, on this trade here. Any questions, guys? Any questions at all? Okay, so take a look. Look at how, remember when I told you that TrendCloud gives you, right? Gives you warning signals, right? There's your warning signal right there. On that 1 hour chart, TrendCloud is turning green, telling you, hey, we could have a move a little bit deeper to that upside. Look at how close, look at this, guys. Look at how close CCI is getting to positive 100. It's getting very close to breaking through positive 100. All right. Now we've got this pseudo downtrend. with upward momentum on the high time frame. We're getting a green candle on the 4-hour chart. That's powerful. Green candle on the 4-hour chart. What the heck is going on here? But news came out and said oil was going down. You can't go by just one thing. You've got to know how to navigate through price action if you're going to be consistently profitable. Okay? You're going to be consistently profitable? Well, there you go. Here, put that over there. Consistently profitable. How many win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses. Okay. So we got a nice win-loss ratio going on. Nice win-loss ratio. And even though, again, take a look. Look at this, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in a row. Are you going to be able to mentally handle 5 losses in a row? Trust the TrendCloud system. Trust that TrendCloud system. Look, this is the proof right here. We're taking these trades live every day. Big win, small losses, big wins, small loss, big win, tiny loss, big win. Right? So our biggest win this month, right, was that $840 move. Okay, it was an $840 move on gold. Biggest loss, right? We kind of messed up there. We gave it $100, a little bit of room. Your first loss is your best loss, meaning if we just stuck to that $200 risk rule, which I did not, so this trade right here ate into $100 of our profit. Okay. Let's not do that next time. So I journaled about that and I said, took a $300 loss when it should have been a $200 loss. Why did you do that? Well, the trade reversed on us, just like it was doing here. Just like it was doing here, right? I ignored the TrendCloud signals. Sometimes you'll be in a trade and TrendCloud will give you these signals saying, we could be reversing here. It's changing. The narrative is changing. The narrative is changing. We could be now going up instead of down. Well, that's what this is telling. I ignored it. I said, no, let's give it a little bit of room instead of shutting it down, because I was hoping we would get, some kind of reversal, and we didn't. So I risked an extra $100, and that came out of my profit for the month. That's the risk you take. You've got to get that into your head. You've got to understand that process. You've got to understand that that's the risk that you take. If you want to give it a little room, like that's a real trigger, isn't it? That's a real trigger to stay in the trade. Give it a little room, Oh, let's just give it a little room to work itself out. Have you ever said that to yourself during a trade? I've said it plenty of times. What are your trigger words that, keep you in a bad trade? What are the trigger words that you use to keep you in a bad trade, right? That's your brain. See, your brain is wired to avoid pain. Your brain is wired to avoid pain. It's a primal human condition, okay? And when you're in a trade and you see it reversing and you see that the narrative no longer fits your trade plan, right? You get very uncomfortable with that. We see it in politics a lot, don't we? We see it a lot in politics. Uh-oh, this doesn't fit my narrative. Therefore, I'm going to go completely insane on TikTok. You ever watch, I'm sure you guys know libs of TikTok, where this woman posts all these crazy videos from these uber radical leftists. And, when something doesn't fit the narrative, they get completely insane. They go insane. The screaming and the yelling and the crying, and they go completely insane, right? So in trading, when your trade plan doesn't fit your narrative anymore, like, man, I set this up. It came into the supply zone. We were making money. And now it reversed and it's all the way back in the zone, going a little bit higher. No. Don't want to see that. No. Give it a little room. So now you're not risking $200 anymore. Now you're risking $300 or $400. Give it a lot of room. It's got to turn around. Wrong. Don't do that. You pull that crap in a live account, you'll be real sorry. You'll be real sorry real fast. Everybody understanding that? Has that happened to anybody out there? Has that happened to you guys yet? You might still be in the very beginning stages of just learning, price action or going through the TrendCloud masterclass. But that's what these coaching sessions are for, okay? So you have to let me know where you're at. And, guys, shoot me an email whenever you want. You have my phone number. You can text me. So let me know where you're at. And if you need, a little bit of help, we'll jump on a coaching call. Okay, no problem. We will jump on a coaching call. Okay, so TrendCloud is letting us know, hey, trader, you might want to be careful here because we have enough information. Remember, this is just a mathematical equation. This is not a crystal ball. It's literally a mathematical equation that's saying we've got enough in the equation to turn this 50 simple moving average on the 1 hour chart green. I know you want this to be red. I know you want this to be a full-fledged downtrend, but I got to tell you something, not happening right now, okay? 5-minute chart, we're starting to break some structure here on the candles. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. There we go. Pulled back in, went a little higher. What is the potential here on the 5-minute chart that could happen? Take a look. This went higher, right? We broke structure here. So look what's happening here. We're climbing still. Pulls into TrendCloud, impulse up. Pulls back deep. Doesn't break structure here. New structure breaks above structure, right? We're climbing, right? Price action is to the upside, but it's inside this supply zone. So we've got a couple of forces at work here. We've got price action to the upside on this 5-minute chart. We're in a 1 hour supply zone, which is pretty powerful stuff. What's the potential here, though? It pulls back into TrendCloud and makes another little move up, right? Until we have a complete breakdown. So why don't we just wait it out? Pull it into TrendCloud, okay? what is this green line here? Previous day's low. Pulling back, hitting that previous day's low, might want to go higher. We need to see a breakdown of structure on the 5-minute chart to give us the very first inkling that this is going to go lower. But we made a basic, we got $300 out of this trade. We got $300. Hey, what's going on, Ramos? What's going on, Ramos? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. We're discussing this trade here, you know, on crude oil, the full contract of crude oil. So excellent. Sounds good, man. Let me know if you want me to take a look at anything. Let me know if you want me to take a look at anything specific for you. I'll pull it up on the chart and we'll run TrendCloud on it. So, you know, crude oil right now, we made that $300, right? We grabbed that $300 base hit. News was the catalyst. We had some news come out. And if you want to get to the news, just go to the symbol, right? And scroll down and look for the latest news. 26 minutes ago, here's crude oil. This is what we were looking at. Crude oil futures go lower, right? Everybody's looking at this. That's all they're reading. That's what they're seeing. Crude oil futures. It's even in the title. Wabam! Right there. Smack right in the face with a news title of crude oil going lower. That gives that supply zone more power, doesn't it? Gives the supply zone more power. Not only is that a level of imbalance, now you've got people on TV, you know, I'm sure they're talking about it on CNBC, but you got people on TV screaming about this, right? Making a big deal out of a bunch of nothing. So we didn't want to give back all that profit, right? We took a risk-free trade. We got into the risk-free trade. We took the money, right? We took the money while it was on the table, and that was that, right? We took the money on while it was on the table. All right. Oh, I didn't realize what time it was. All right. We'll go a little longer today because this is a really interesting topic. We usually go from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I lost track of time. Hey, it happens. No big deal, right? So we're having a really good discussion on this crude oil trade. So what is going to happen here? TrendCloud, we still have that green warning signal on TrendCloud, but look at these candles, right? It's in a fight. It's in a fight every step of the way. You're in a fight every step of the way. So you have to have a trading system on your chart that's going to be rooted in price action. So what does TrendCloud do for us? TrendCloud's going to color coordinate your chart. It's going to tell you, hey, look, we've got this uptrend on the 4-hour chart, but you're below the trend cloud, right? So all of this becomes resistance, and that's what we're seeing, isn't it? We're seeing resistance here. Cycling up, momentum is still up, and that's where all this fighting is taking place, right? We don't know who's going to win the fight yet, but we can see it happening. Step by step, we can see it happening on the chart. We can see it happening on the chart every step of the way. That's how we're able to capture the profits, right? Big win, small loss, big win, tiny loss, big win. Okay? Up over $2,000, right? Up over $2,000 on on this $20,000 account. We started with $20,000 at the beginning of March. We're up over 2,000. Okay. And there's the full, this is what it looked like. Here's March. Big win, big win, big win, little win. Boom, 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 boom. 5 losses in a row. Holy cow. Can your brain handle that? Stick with TrendCloud. Stick with the 2024 trade plan. Okay. If you guys want to see, Ramos, if you want to see the trade plan, just go to the website. Okay. I've got the trade plan on there, and I've got, where did I post that? I also have a mini course. I've also got a mini course, guys. Let me post the brand new mini course. Hang on, let me get it for you. Hang on, guys. Trade plan. Here you go. Oops. There's the mini course. So you got the trade plan, the mini course. You can sign up, and there you go. Consistently profitable. Just follow the trade plan. See what's happening here? Exactly what I said was going to happen. Oh, go figure. What's happening? We're finding support right at that trend cloud. Again, look at how trend cloud moves. This is how price action moves in trend cloud. Impulse up, correction into trend cloud. Gives you a little trend cloud signal. Impulse up, correction into trend cloud. Right? Sideways movement. Find support right at the very bottom of the trend cloud. Trend cloud signals galore. What does it do? Boom. Impulse up, hits our supply zone. And right here is where we captured that $300. Doing it again. Comes into the zone. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Did you see that impulse break? Did you see that impulse break? It's given us information every step of the way, guys. Whoa, what's going on here? Well, well, well. It pulled back, gave another move into that zone. What can we start looking for on this 5-minute chart here? We can start looking for trend cloud signals to the downside. We can start looking for trend cloud signals to the downside. Very exciting stuff today. Very exciting stuff today. Making money every day, almost every day, right? Almost every day. Making money. Sometimes you'll run into those losses, but the wins are much bigger, right? The wins are much bigger than the losses. Much bigger than the losses. That's what you want. Nice base hit, nice $300 move. Okay, so my job is to get you guys consistently profitable using TrendCloud as your main trading source. Okay, I'm going to get you profitable in the simulator. That is the first step. If you can't get mentally conditioned to use TrendCloud in the simulator first, forget it. You're never going to make it in the live market. Okay. I've been through this, guys. I've made all those mistakes. I learned something and jumped right into the live market with it. And what happened? You blow up the account. Don't do it. I'm going to coach. My job is to get you profitable in the simulator first, right? Your goal is to become a professional trader. It's my goal to get you there. Okay. It's your goal to become profitable in the simulator first. It's my goal to get you there. All right. It's your goal to transition into the live market. It's my goal to get you there. All right. That's what this is all about. That's the service I provide. And we're doing it every day here in the live market. This was the only way that I could show people how TrendCloud works in a forward direction. Anybody can show you back-tested data, and back-tested data is necessary to optimize a system, right? Back-tested data is necessary to optimize a system, but you've got to work with the people in a forward motion, right? You've got to work with the people to forward demonstrate the trading system, and that's what we do every day. And here are the results. Here's the results, right? This hurt, but we stuck to the plan, and what happened? Win, win, win. Small loss, big win. Tiny loss. Look at that. It's only a $66 loss. Well, that's like a paper cut. Nah, paper cuts are really annoying, and they hurt my brain, but tiny loss. There's a little, scrape on the knuckle, and then a base hit, right? Nice $300 move. Oh, TradingView platform. This is the TradingView platform, Ramos. This is the TradingView platform, and I use NinjaTrader for the live trading, for my live trading. I kind of think I might transition completely over to TradingView because I just like it better. I just like it better, and it's what we use all the time in the live stream. The TrendCloud trading system is housed on TradingView. Okay, so you would have to know, and it's free. I mean, TradingView is a free platform, Ramos. So you can go on to TradingView, sign up, sign up for TradingView for free. Okay. You can totally sign up for TradingView for free. And then if you wanted to use the indicators on trading, if you wanted to use TrendCloud on, TradingView, then you just purchase TrendCloud from me and then you can use it. In order to use the simulator, you do need to have live data, and it's not expensive at all. It would be a monthly fee, but it's not expensive. Okay, so oh, look at this. Look at this. Fake out, right? How many people were getting faked out here? We knew about it. We've been talking about it for the last 20 minutes, right? Hey, be careful. Yeah, nice looking supply zone. TrendCloud right there, giving you a warning. Hey, this might go higher. Cycling up, 4-hour chart, candles turn green again. Cycling up, momentum is up. Okay, we had really nice downward momentum and trend on the 1-hour chart, and that's how we captured that $300. We're up over $2,000, almost $3,000. We're up almost $3,000 for March. We did $4,000 last month. I posted that in the Facebook group. Let me post the Facebook group too, Ramos, for you. Definitely jump into our Facebook group, hang out there. Let me post that. Hang on, let me go grab it. Okay. There you go. Or you're probably hanging out. Yeah, I think you're on Facebook, right? I think you're watching us on Facebook, right, Ramos? I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, hang out, man. Hang out with us. Lots of free videos. Sign up for the free mini course. You're gonna see excellent, very good, very good. So if you can follow price action across multiple time frames, you become very dangerous as a trader. You'll be talking to your friends and they'll be talking about news or fundamentals, but news and fundamentals are bundled into the technical analysis. So if you could read price action, especially across multiple time frames, and be able to piece that stuff together, now you become a very dangerous guy. Now you're dangerous. And if you're sitting in front of a bunch of people calling the shots like this, that's the level you want to get to, right? With your technical analysis, you want to get to that level, and you will. Hang out with us, take the mini course, go over the trade plan that we're using in 2024. It's already making money. It's already making money in 2024, right? Oh, I did it again. I did it again. It's already making money in 2024. There you go. We every 2 weeks, Ramos, every 2 weeks we do a live, we do a trading challenge. Okay. And we shoot for 8% every 2 weeks. Okay. So the trading challenge, and if you have TradingView, which is a free platform, hang out with us for free and do some trading challenges, so every 2 weeks, we recalculate the chart. I do it once a month so that I can demonstrate TrendCloud for the entire month. All right. Last month, we did 24%. Holy crap. Like 24%. That's huge. And we've got different TrendCloud members at different levels, right? We've got some that are just starting. We've got some that have transitioned completely into the live account. Kazi, who usually hangs out with us, he's he did 16% last month on his live account. So it works. You stick with the plan. It works, and it will carry you through any type of a loss that you take. That's actually a very good way to put it. TrendCloud takes you through the losses that you're going to take. Nothing's 100%, right? We wish that everything looked like this, right? We wish that everything looked like that. Yeah. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern. And we're also on YouTube, right? YouTube channel as well. I'll post that. Lots of free videos on YouTube. And Ramos, if you have a request for me to do some kind of video on YouTube that you want a tutorial in, I'd be happy to do that. Yep. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thanks, Ramos. Really appreciate that. Yeah. I think we're up to like, it's starting to catch on. It's starting to catch on, I think there's like 300 subscribers now on YouTube. Oh, wow. 300, right? I think we've got like 300 subscribers now on YouTube. We don't have 1 million, right? That's the goal, right? 1 million. And then they send you, I think if you get 100,000, they send you a plaque. if you get 1 million subscribers, they send you a gold plaque. And that's really cool. It's quite an honor, you know? So yeah, I really appreciate that. All right. Well, I'm starving now. It's almost 11 o'clock. I'm going to manage this. Guys, I'll do I'm working on another I'm working on another mini course for you guys. I'm always working for you guys. I'm always coming up with content for you. So keep checking back in on the YouTube channel. Sign up for that mini course. You'll get the newsletter. You know, you'll get some emails about TrendCloud when you sign up, and you can go through the course at your own pace. I think it's 4 videos. The mini course is made up of 4 videos. I think the first one is the longest, like 20 minutes. And then the others are like around 10 minutes. Okay. So, you know, you've got about an hour's worth of work, not work, but an hour's worth of video that I broke up into 4 videos for you. And I think that's the best way to learn. Small bite-sized chunks, right? Boy, it is really, crude oil is really reacting off of that supply zone. And we drew it out ahead of time. We knew everything ahead of the trade. Isn't that what it's all about? It's all about getting ahead of the trade, using a system that marks off certain points on the chart to say, hey, look at me. Look at me. A trade is setting up. Okay. Here's your entry. Here's your target. Here's the zone. You need a trading system that puts that on your chart visually. Doesn't take the trade for you, right? This is still discretionary trading, but you want to be able to take those classical charting patterns and put them on your chart in a very visual way so that you can take advantage of it, so that you can capitalize on those classical charting patterns. You can capitalize on those supply and demand zones. That's what you want. Trading system. Hey, look at me. There's a trade setting up, and we're going to send the alert right to your phone. Okay. I get all the alerts. It goes right to your phone. And you do that right here. See this? See all these that happened today? All of this stuff went right to my phone. Okay. And I show you how to set that up in the trading course. It's very easy to do. All right. So TrendCloud does allow automated signals to go to your phone so that if you're sitting at the dinner table and you're like, oh, wow, hey, I just got an alert. Crude oil just hit my supply zone. I want to take that trade. And you can now go and take the trade, but you have to take the trade. It doesn't do it for you. It's not an automated system. It's discretionary system. Okay. So that's it, guys. Great job, everybody. Good to see everyone. Ramos, nice meeting you today. Check out the YouTube channel. Check out the mini course. Let me know what you think. You know, if there's anything you want me to make, I will definitely do that. All right. All right, guys. I'll see everybody tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, and we'll have some more fun. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.